I have the pleasure to be joined by head trainer at the Everton Red Triangle, Paul Stevenson. Paul, a massive fight week for not only Liverpool but the Everton Red Triangle on Saturday night.
Yeah, these are big nights, aren't they, for us? Big thanks to Frank for sorting these out, and for our boxers, performing consistently at this high level.
Definitely as well. Nick Ball headlining again, defending his world title again against TJ Dohney. A really good fight to kind of gauge. Obviously a lot of talk with that INOUE fight, not looking past TJ Dohney, but a good indicator to where Nick is in relation to INOUE as well.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I mean, we're just focused on this one, but yeah, once it's done in fine style, I'm certain by Nick, then that's going to be a natural comparison to make, and something we hope we can make, for the future.
Definitely. What kind of new challenges does, obviously don't give the game plan away too much, Paul, but what kind of new challenges does TJ bring to Nick Ball?
When you're choosing a voluntary defence, you want them to give you something new, because as a champion, you've got to start developing as a champion, and you become champion and you don't just stop learning. Now you've got to learn how to be a champion, a long-lasting champion, long-reigning champion. So I hope he gives us something to learn from. The last opponent did. The good opponents that you want to test from them, you want some good work from them, and then ultimately you want to beat them, and then move on to the next one. What will he bring specifically? Let's just wait and see until Nick has a way of making fights his own, and so let's just see what happens when they go together. Let's see.
Definitely, I'm looking forward to being in the arena on Saturday night as well. Andrew Cain steps up against Charlie Edwards by his own admission, talking to him before this, and probably in many people's opinions his career hardest fight to date, but fully expecting Andrew to do the business on Saturday night. Yeah,
as you said, it's a big step up, and Andrew said himself on stage, we're lucky to have it, because everyone needs a dance partner, a platform, something that raises us into the public awareness, especially in a sport like boxing. We don't exist in a vacuum. We've got the public who've got to know about Andrew and the things he can do. He's got a lot of ways to win, Andrew, on Saturday nights. He can box, he can fight, he can really punch. He's a really exciting prospect. Well, soon I wouldn't really call him prospect anymore, but it's a champion now, and soon to be world champion, Andrew.
Definitely as well, and obviously this is for Andrew's British and Commonwealth titles, but this is definitely a fight that is a level or two above the kind of British level as well.
Yeah, it's a world level fight. I mean, Charlie's a good fighter. He's world class, and obviously that's what Andrew wants. That's where he wants to be. So let's do this. It'll be, as I said, a great platform. A lot of people interested in this fight. It's a great fight, and certain, and I'm confident in Andrew's ability to train Andrew since he was 10, and all he can do is even being on the pads with Andrew is a scary business. He's mean. He's looking at you like this. He's triangulating your movements. It's like walking on a minefield, even just doing the pads with him.
Definitely as well, and the same interviewing him. I hope he doesn't hear me say that as well. But Brad also stepping up, fighting Ionut, Baluta. Obviously, you guys have experience with Andrew fighting him as well. Yeah. And I watched an interview you done with Queensbury. It was kind of about every fighter on the card as well. But you said if Brad wins this fight, he's arguably the #1 super bantamweight in the country.
Well, he's certainly up there with them, isn't he?
I think Peter might disagree with that, but it's a great fight for Brad.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He'd certainly be up there because. This is a great fight. This, I mean, exciting. It's going to be a great clash of styles. But Brad, the way he boxes, stylistically, I believe, it's why we like this fight. Stylistically, I believe Baluta suits Brad, and Brad's got again a number of ways of winning. Brad can win on the jab and his boxing ability, which is high level, but he's also got a spiteful punch. Brad, he's got a few one-punch knockouts throughout his career, but no, my job is to make that consistent, so that's coming out every fight, you know what I mean? When he's hitting people in sparring, occasionally in the ring, they're going fast asleep, one punch. It's nice when I see it, and so I say just developing that. Not, of course, going in to go psycho and with this fella. The big punch comes on its own, but don't be surprised if Brad knocks this fella out.
Definitely, I'm looking forward to seeing it as well. And obviously, Lucas Pasquano also on the card. Is Bomber Brown no longer on the card on Saturday?
No, some sort of small medical issue come up that just there wasn't time to fix, really. The boxing board doctor, everything has to be passed by the Wednesday, and something flagged up very late, and so Bomber's off, unfortunately. But I'm sure Frank will get him out real soon. And then, Lucas, big punching welterweight in fine form, just looking to keep going and build his record.
Definitely an excellent fighter as well. And then Joe and Peter McGrail, obviously, start with Joe. Joe obviously set to fight Ashley Lane, which I was a really big fan of that fight, but I think a minor injury to Joe forcing him off the card as well.
Yeah, he hit his back, so he's just in recovery now. So be back soon, I'm certain. And then Peter in the gym with Peter this morning, working hard, getting him ready. We're not certain. I know what I want for the future, so we're just trying to obviously make things happen. He's fit and happy, and Peter could be world champion by the end of the year with the right couple of fights.
Definitely, and I'm just going to say, I'm going to ask you what you want. Obviously, Shabazz Massoud is a name, he's got the IBO title, but he's also mandatory for the British Commonwealth and the European titles as well, obviously. What is next? What would you want next for Peter McGrail, sorry?
He's ranked number 7 in the world, Peter. So, I mean, the British and everything else is out there, but I'd like a fight with that Goodman who was just about to box. I think he's ranked 5th in that division in the WBA. With the winner to go on for the world title, why not? That'd be ideal for us, I think. I love the British title and everything else, but Peter wants to be knocking on for world titles, and that's where I'd be looking.
Definitely. I mean, I'm looking forward to whatever's next. For everyone in the Everton Red Triangle, Paul Stevenson, you're an absolute star. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Cheers. Thank you.